Okay, let's dive into things. That Patriots loss was ugly and painful. The final score was 21-14, but really, the game was so much worse than that. I'm going to start with the few highlights I noted during this game before we get into what went wrong. Drake had some good moments, honestly. He went 28 for 37 with 268 passing yards and 2 touchdown passes. He also had 45 rushing yards off 7 carries, averaging 6.4 yards per carry. Not a bad stat line. He certainly made some mistakes during the game, but he didn't have a horrible game. But in general, I would say he was not the main problem for the Patriots. That Spillane interception was also a highlight. It's always fun to intercept Aaron Rodgers, in my opinion. Our defense in general started off the game asleep. I was thinking, do they know the game has started? But then they eventually found a decent groove pretty quickly and kept the game in reach. I know this Steelers team is not that great. However, they really should have been able to run up the score a little bit more. The fact that, in theory, we could have won that game is all thanks to our defense. Now for the lowlights. Oh boy. Well, obviously I have to start with those 5 turnovers. I mean, my goodness, that is just inexcusable for a professional football team. Especially when you're playing a team like the Steelers. Again, I'm not saying we're better than them, but the Steelers are not a powerhouse in 2025, so it should not have gone this poorly on the turnover front. To turn the ball over 5 times is inexcusable, unprofessional, and embarrassing. Ramondre Stevenson having those 2 fumbles was downright tragic. I mean, after having such a great day versus Miami last week, he had 142 total yards. He completely reverted to the turnover machine he could be at times last year. Now, I'm not a coach, okay? I have never coached football, but I feel like we should bench him versus Carolina. If we say ball security is job security, then he needs to take some time off and really feel the impact of his poor play. And look, I've been a Ramondre Stevenson defender, okay? During that last Belichick year, he had some moments that made me think, hey, maybe Stevenson has a future carrying more of the offense. And then things did not go so well last year, and I was like, okay. I let a few exciting plays make me think this guy was something he was not. Then against the Dolphins, he's like everything I wanted him to be and more. He was amazing. So I was really excited, thinking maybe this is a real weapon. Maybe we have 2 solid running backs with Stevenson and Henderson, but man, this week Ramondre just proved his haters right. And I hate to say that. I genuinely hope to see Ramondre improve. I mean, at this point we need him to. I mean, as much as I love Travion Henderson, we can't expect a rookie running back to carry every rushing play, That would not work. So hopefully Ramondre rises to the occasion next time he is called to action. May and Gibson were also knocked for fumbles, and May threw a pick on that 17-play, 92-yard, 7-minute, 13-second drive in the second. That was a really painful moment because that drive was so long, and for it to amount to nothing was just the worst. It was the very worst. Our offensive line regressed after an all-right first couple of weeks. May was sacked 5 times and knocked for 8 quarterback hits. Obviously, that is so not okay. I mean, in many ways, the offensive line has one job, and that is to protect the quarterback. And when he's being hit that many times, we're failing, okay? So I don't know what the answer is. I mean, long term, it means bringing in different guys to really improve this line, to at least get it to a middle-of-the-road status. But for now, we just have to make some swaps at positions, maybe. I don't know. I'm not an expert on offensive line stuff, but I also know when it doesn't work. Penalties were once again a big problem. I mean, they had nearly cost us the game last week in Miami. Against Pittsburgh, we had 7 total penalties for 54 yards. Just undisciplined football play, seriously. We desperately need to clean that up. That is a metric I will be watching. If it improves, I will give credit to our coaching staff. If it remains the same or gets worse, I will be blaming the coaching staff, because this is the kind of stuff you can clean up. It really tells you what kind of coaching staff you have. And again, I'm not I'm not like some people who are anti-Vrabel. I want Vrabel to succeed so the Patriots succeed. Part of supporting someone is holding them accountable, and I will hold these coaches accountable. Losing so much yardage on penalties equals an undisciplined football team. It's that simple. So I'll give them the benefit of the doubt. It's 3 weeks in. Maybe they're still figuring out, how to get to these players. But again, I'll be watching it. I sincerely hope it improves. It's certainly something that can be improved. It's something I believe can be improved. I just need to see it actually be improved, and not just kind of in theory it can happen. I need to see that happen during a game. I need to see a cleaner Patriots football team. Overall, yes, there were flashes of good. I didn't mention it, but Drake's passes to Hunter Henry really excited me. But overall, the ugly was overwhelming. It was a very bad week, but no reason to completely doom this team. I still think we can improve upon our record from 2023 and 2024. I really do.